Greetings everyone. In this video I want to talk about this duality matrix, this game of life that we are experiencing, and what the duality really is.
Greetings. This infinite source truth is made possible by the generous contributions and support of viewers like you. Please consider making a contribution now. Thank you.
So we live in this duality matrix, this game of life that has good and bad, life and death, all the different dualities, love, hate. They're all frequency related. And those things and those judgments only exist within this illusionary dream state that we are experiencing. You see, there is no right, there is no wrong, any of that in the physical realm of this matrix or in source outside of the matrix that created this experience for us to experience. Only in this secondary matrix do we have this experience of emotions. Only in this secondary matrix. And we are totally driven many times by our emotions. The lowest frequency in this matrix is the eating animals. I'm going to call it the red zone. It's the eating animals, hate, murderous thoughts, unforgiveness, judging others. They have nothing to do with you. And when you judge, it's for your sake of whether you want to be around that person or not. You don't judge them for their behavior or their actions. You just judge whether you want to be around them. You judge yourself whether you want to hang around that type of a person or not, and whether you are desiring to remove yourself from that situation or relationship. That's the only judging you should be doing. You could determine if someone is a frequency match to you. And if they aren't, hanging around a lower frequency is not going to raise your frequency. It is possible for you to influence them and raise their frequency, but you also need to be aware and careful that you don't go slip-sliding back into a lower frequency yourself. Higher frequencies, everybody talks about love being the highest frequency. Well, love is not the highest frequency. Does love cause pain? Absolutely. But love is another emotion within this matrix game of life that we are experiencing. And it is not the highest frequency. Neutrality is the highest frequency. Neutrality means that you are living in the now and you are satisfied. You are content with your now moment, regardless of what your now moment contains. Now, at a higher frequency, you have the ability to manifest and create your now moments to be beautiful and enjoyable and very satisfying. That is not to say that things cannot disrupt your peace as a test. And when they come, they pass very quickly. They simply appear, and whenever you give them no thought, they disappear as quickly as they came. They're kind of checkpoints to let you know how you're doing, helping you to appreciate the progress that you have made in this journey. Now, people who say that they want to experience, they want heaven on this earth. Well, in this duality matrix, it is not possible to have peace and perfect harmony because it is a duality and it has to maintain balance. Now, if every source player could raise their frequency up to be neutral, neutrality, and I'm sure that there are a lot of you source players out there that are saying, what? No love? No hate? What is that? You want me to deny my emotions? Because you know what? Your emotions bind you. They run you. They control you. To be in the highest frequency means that you are not being controlled by your emotions. You recognize and you see this matrix illusion for what it is. And you make good decisions. Because you know what? Emotions cloud your decision-making process. They influence you. Your emotions can influence your pendulum. Your subconscious can influence your pendulum if you do not have a good source-self connection. Now, when you're in a higher frequency state of being, when you have gained control over your avatar, over your emotions, you will not dip to the lower frequency states of anger, rage, hate, those frequencies. It doesn't even cross your mind because that's not who you are. You've connected with your source self. You realize what this is. You realize it's all an illusion. And you see those things and those events happening and you recognize them for what they are. They're matrix illusions designed to harvest your energy and deter you from your path. Does that mean you can't enjoy things? Okay. Yes, you can enjoy them, but you are unattached to them. You're okay if they're there, and you're okay if they're not there. You are not attached to those things, those material things, or the material pleasures. You don't have to have them. But you will manifest them because you're a higher frequency. You can have all things to enjoy, but you're not bound or tied emotionally or possession-wise to any of them. In other words, you can have possessions so long as they don't possess you. It means you hold them loosely. If the wind takes them, they take them. This is a lot like a relationship. Whenever you want to hold on to somebody and you don't want to let them go, it can feel smothering, it can feel binding and restricting to that person. And they're not going to want to stay around you. They're going to want to escape you because you are smothering them. They want their freedom. It's no different in material possessions and your frequency of being a higher frequency. This game is an amazing game. Once you comprehend the rules, once you comprehend the structure, once you comprehend what the frequencies, this whole game is a frequency game. Frequency is your key to unlock everything. And you don't just accidentally unlock things. You can accidentally unlock your script if you have joined the vegan or vegetarian movement because you've removed the animal meat, flesh, blood, fish, and anything with heart from your foods consumed. So you could inadvertently have unlocked your script. If you haven't done that, then you're not going to unlock your script because that's a requirement. The animals have to be out of your foods consumed. So if you are still eating the animals, and well, you know, even if you raised your frequency enough to unlock your script and then went back to eating animals, your script is unlocked and you don't know it. Scripts need to be unlocked with intent, because if you don't unlock your script with intent, then you are totally unaware that after you unlock that script, you are totally responsible for what gets written. If you dive into the depths of the lower frequency and you dwell in fear and worry and all of these things, then you are going to be creating and manifesting those things in your life. You will be creating and manifesting chaos in your life. not what you want, so you need to keep your thoughts. You need to control your thoughts. And it takes time to raise your frequency sufficiently to unlock your script. And it takes intent. If you are doing it with intention, you will get it unlocked faster than just simply accidentally unlocking it by not eating animals. Because unlocking your script requires all 5 frequency bodies to be lined up in harmony. And then, and only then, can you unlock your script. Accidentally, if you're not doing it on purpose and you have done the right things in all of the different areas to unlock it, or with intent. With intent is the best way. Now, as far as creating heaven on earth, it's not possible unless all source players got higher than love and became neutral. If source players became neutral, then all of the soulless ones would be neutralized, because they are the balancing mechanisms for this duality matrix, which must maintain balance. So, if all source players rose above love, okay, because if you're still in the love stage, you haven't raised your frequency high enough to be neutral. And if you're in love stage, then the opposite has to balance you out. There has to be hate, anger, and rage in this matrix. So it's really a challenging game in that aspect. It's never going to happen. It really is never going to happen, because source players are all over the place with their frequencies. And what happens is you raise your frequency, then those things that are surrounding you and that affect you and that you hear about are not the negative, lower frequency stuff. They don't exist in your realm of experience. The only way you hear about those things is if you turn on the television programming or the news program, or you start listening to people talking about things happening in the world that, are they happening in front of you? Are they in your yard? Are they in your house? Are they in your neighborhood? No, they're not. They're on the news. They're being fed to you. That thought stream is being fed to you to create a reaction, emotional reaction. And it's an illusion. It's a game. It's a computer simulation. And you have feelings and emotions here, and your source self in the physical realm do not have feelings and emotion. It's an experience. This is a greater experience than we have ever experienced in any other game before, or even in the physical realm. The physical realm is a whole nother thing, and I'll be getting to that eventually, but you guys got to get down some basics about how this part of the matrix runs before I even go there, because it's very different. And if you can't even begin to wrap your mind around or comprehend what I'm trying to share with you now, then you're definitely not going to benefit from knowing anything outside of this illusion. And you really don't have to. You just need to make a decision now whether you want to raise your frequency and unlock your script and experience your empowerment and your best life yet, or simply not raise your frequency, continue to eat animals, and just go with your script as given you until you exit this game at the end of this life script. And then you will reawaken to your source self outside all the matrices, and you will know everything that you experienced, all the choices that you made within this matrix, as well as every other source player, because we are all one. Nothing that you do is secret. Absolutely nothing. And if you think things are good or bad, that's only because of this duality matrix. No such thing exists unless you believe it to be so. But my suggestion is raise your frequency. Raise your frequency. Especially with things that are scheduled to be in the scripts in the future. You really don't want to be in the lower frequency range because that's not going to be a fun journey for you. It's not going to be a fun way to end your matrix experience. Is everything that I have shared here infinite source truth only and not what I think or believe? And that is a yes from a program pendulum. If you have benefited from the information that I have given on this channel, please consider becoming a supporter of this work as you unlock so many things for yourself that you can unlock no other way. Abundance, health, and prosperity to you.